Welcome back to the kitchen. Today I am reviewing the KOIOS EM621 espresso maker. Comes with everything you see here. It makes an excellent mocha and I'm going to show you how. The EM621 is impressive in your kitchen. It looks like metal, it's actually mostly plastic. I don't think that matters, but I thought you should know. The first thing you'll want to do is read the manual. Take it from someone who didn't. No, there were no big disasters, but I couldn't get it to work and trust me, you'll want to read the manual. Since I'm making a mocha today, I'm going to modify the directions I just told you to follow. Trust me, it'll be fine. Next, make sure your water tank is full. They tell you to use distilled water. I used water from my Brita pitcher. It's what I use for my normal coffee maker. I hardly ever have to clean that thing, so that's what I use today. For my espresso today, I am using Thunder Select. This is from the One Love Brigade. It's a Caribbean coffee operation. These are whole beans, and I just finished grinding them a few minutes ago. The next decision you have to make is how many shots do you want? I can't imagine ever brewing just one shot, but you do have a single shot filter if you choose. I'm going to use the double shot filter and probably throw the single shot away. Next, you put the filter into the filter holder. Now the filter has a key that slides into a slot. Slide it in, give it a slight turn, and it's locked into place. Then add your coffee. This comes with a scoop combined with a tamper. For a double shot, you want 2 scoops. I'm putting in 2 level scoops. And then you want to slightly tamp it down. You don't want to really press this down because too much pressure makes the coffee bitter. Then you want to make sure you don't have any grounds on the rim, so just brush them off. And now put the filter holder into the coffee machine. This part I think is a little tricky. Maybe I'll get used to it. And give it a turn. It takes a little bit of muscle to turn that thing. Next, we're going to add the milk. I'm using skim milk today. You can use whatever kind of milk you like. Be sure to only fill the cup half to 3/4 full. It will increase in volume when you add steam, and you don't want to make a mess. For my mocha flavor, I'm adding Hershey syrup. You can use something fancier if you like. I suggest adding it to the milk now, stirring it all up, tasting it to make sure it's the sweetness that you want, and then we'll add it to the coffee. Good. I'm going to add a little malt powder next, just to make it a little extra special. I have done this before with other methods, but never on this machine, so we'll give this a try. And again, I'm going to stir it. The coffee grounds are ready, the milk is ready. It's time to make our mocha. First thing you do is hit the power button, and it has to warm up a bit. So it takes, they say 30 seconds. When the power button stops flashing and just glows steady red, you'll know you're ready for coffee. I forgot to mention, before hitting the power button, make sure the function dial is in the coffee position. This is what the manual says to do. I think it's a safety feature to prevent you from burning yourself on hot steam. The power button is glowing a steady red, so that means we're ready to make coffee. I'm going to take my cup, put it under the filter holder, and choose the double shot. It only takes a few minutes. The coffee is done. It has a nice crema on the top. Maybe can you see that? I accidentally unplugged the EM621, so I plugged it back in. We're going to make sure the function dial is back on the coffee mode and hit the power button, let it warm up again. The power button is glowing red. We're ready for steam. I put the wand in my cup, and I'm going to move the function dial to the steam mode. And this part gets a little loud. I'll add the milk to my coffee and make a mess. And that's all there is to it. Make sure to wipe off the steam handle with a wet rag, especially if you're using chocolate. We don't want any milk or any other gunk adhering to the wand and making this unsanitary. And now the best part of the demo. It's good. How do I rate the KOIOS EM621 espresso maker? It looks great in your kitchen and it makes a delicious mocha. 5 out of 5.
Hi everyone. So today I want to go over the KOIOS Espresso maker. I believe that's how it's said. It's KOIOS. It looks like it's a beginner model, but that's great. It's pretty small in terms of, you know, fitting into your kitchen. So I just want to take some measurements. Now I know there's some videos out there about how to use it, but we're just going to go over some of the features. So from top to bottom, it's about a foot. So, you know, something you can see how much room you have under your cabinets. I mean, most I believe are over a foot, but you know, you don't know the, you know, what your situation is. And then from front to back, it's about 11 inches, 11 and a quarter. Okay. So it has these sticky grips on the bottom. I have it on a silicone pad so I can move it around, but just know that there are some nice sticky feet on there, so it's not going to slip around. Okay. It has the water reservoir here, just flips up and comes out. It doesn't come out super easy, but there you go. Fill that up, and there's a little notch here. Slide it over. Okay. And then here you have your control panel. Okay. So you have your control panel here, your power, cup size up to a full pot. It comes with a 2-cup coffee holder and a 1 cup. It comes with here's the holder itself. So you just put in whatever size you want there. And then it comes with a measuring spoon on one side and a tamper on the other. And then here it has a steamer with like a safety feature here. It's very sleek, very thin. Now it does not come with a frothing cup, so that's something that you'll want. But again, just wanted to give you an overall view of this espresso machine. And definitely it's not intimidating. Good instructions. Two booklets come. First is just getting started, how to set it up. And then the second book is actually just a user's manual. So everything you need is here except for the frothing cup.
guys, so today I'm reviewing this espresso machine. It's really nice, especially for the price. Way better than I ever thought it would be. So in the back we have a water container. You can take it out like this, and it has a really neat feature where you can hold it by its handle and fill water directly inside without having to take the lid off. Nice, easy, folds down. Water container goes back there, and then up top you have your levers. You have coffee, hot water, and steam. In the front, you have your buttons like your power, a single cup, double cup, and for a pot of coffee. Over here, you have your milk frother, and this is where you put your espresso. So it comes with the handle, a 2 cups, and a 1 cup filler. What's really neat about this is all the cups have an indent that line up on this, so you can turn it and it won't fall out. Another cool feature, it has this part that flips up, so when you turn it upside down, no matter how hard you shake, it's not going anywhere. It's pretty simple. You just put it in, twist, turn, and once you have it turned on, it's ready to brew. Another neat feature that I really like is the pressure gauge up here that shows you where your espresso bean is pulling. This helps you have a better tasting espresso and really customize it to the way you want. It also comes with the scoop and a press to really push down your espresso beans. All in all, it's a great machine, makes wonderful coffee.
And that's a double shot.